Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High Performance Trader. And today, in this phenomenal trade review, we are going to be breaking into the details. Okay, there's too much out there on social media talking about, Lambos, talking about mansions, trades, and then you watch their trading content, and it's like, oh, if it breaks this trend line, enter into the market, right? Like, and I'm not hating on anybody, but I want to break down in this video what's been working for me. I want to give you guys the raw detail because I am so thankful that we are currently trading the way that we are. I want to really, talk about pulling the trigger and entering into a position because it's so important. And I'm so thankful that I got really clear on the entry criteria because they're like, we got to look at it, from a broad perspective, right? We got to take a step back and be like, okay, if I'm trading well, what is it I'm actually doing that's causing me to enter into trades when I am? And if I'm not trading well, why? Okay. And there's some, common denominators there, right? Like if I'm not trading well, it's usually because hesitation, it's usually because frustration and lack of confidence. So I titled this video, How to Enter into Positions with Way More Confidence Using Moving Averages, because I am going to break down to you guys exactly what causes me to pull the trigger. And if anybody wants the full blueprint mini course on this strategy that has been absolutely crushing this market, all you have to do is click that link below and it's going to bring you straight to my website. Now I've made some changes here and I've made it more easy to understand, right? Like what it is High Performance Traders about, what it is we offer, okay? And I just want to clarify what we actually offer is not just a system that's going to get you in and out of the market with tons of confidence, but a community that's going to show you how to implement it. Okay, so you come over to High Performance Trader, you learn our system, you have sessions with me, and we help you master our system. But something much more important is the mentality that you get over here at High Performance Trader, right? Like HPT is, in a nutshell, what it's about is really shifting that mindset from, oh, I just want to be green today, I just want to make some money today, to I want a repeatable approach. And that's what we're going to be talking about today in this video. The repeatable approach I use every single day to get in and out of the market. And this week specifically has been absolutely phenomenal. Oh my God. Like our 3-step approach has literally been printing. I mean, look at today's price action. So just to, once again, right, let's just be clear on what the approach is, and then we'll dive in a little bit more, right? So we're looking to trade off a critical level. So that's going to be open print. Maybe it's this daily time frame level. Maybe it's this one right here. Okay. And then what we're going to be looking for is a moving average relationship. Okay. So step number one to absolutely dominating the market is identifying healthy and unhealthy price action. And just to do a quick breakdown to that, we all can make money, but where traders lose their consistency is their inability to trade bad price action. Okay, like when price action's great, yeah, we could pull triggers, we can make money. But what happens is we can't outweigh our retarded decisions. Okay. I've made tons of retarded decisions in my life. And basically, what that means, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but what a retarded decision is you're not trading on your strategy. You're breaking character. Maybe you're a little frustrated because you hesitated on a trade. Okay. That's why the core principles over at High Performance Trader is to help you become a confident trader. And like, what does that actually mean? Do you just become this douchebag that thinks every trade's going to go their way? No. But you understand how the market works. You understand the auction. You understand the chart patterns. So I know when I see this 3-step approach, okay, we got open print, we got moving average cross right here, and then we get a green bar that gets ignored. That would have been a great short play. I did not enter short there. Okay. Just to be clear, let me just show you the trade we took today. Absolute blueprint of our 3-step approach. And we took a short play right here. Okay. So we entered into the market short here, cleared over 83% ROI trading SPX puts. And once again, it's a repeatable system. Okay. Josh, you're always saying repeatable. What is it you're talking about? When I'm talking about repeatability, I'm talking about I don't have to stress out tomorrow wondering if I'm going to be able to make money or not. I know if my system shows up, I have a higher chance of being able to make money. And that's really what it comes down to. So, like that whole confident trader, it's really just a trader that understands the game he's actually playing, right? He understands not every trade's going to go his way, but he knows his system is going to put him on the right side of the market more often than not. And we've been utilizing that 20 EMA. I know you guys have been seeing the content that I'm posting. I appreciate all you guys' support. Been getting tons of views and likes on it. And I'm just so thankful overall that God has helped me realize how effective these moving averages are. So without any further ado, let's break into some moving averages. So this was the trade that we took, cleared 83% trading SPX. Went with the 67.40 puts. Okay, Josh, how did you get here? And that's the $1 million question. Every single trade that you ever take, I want you to ask yourself, how did I get here? Right? Like I used to and still do. I study every single one of my entries. If we go back to the Discord here, just for the individuals that aren't on our team, and if you join our team, you get access to all this data. Okay. I've been collecting data for over 2 years and all of it's on the Discord. So like when traders are like, oh, once again, how do I become a confident trader? Well, you take the time and collect the data to better understand what you can expect. Okay. Trading's all about expectations. It's all about understanding, okay, when I see this chart pattern, I can expect this, right? Like this was today's trade, yesterday's trade. Okay. We got 2 setups yesterday. It was 3 setups yesterday. I mean, look at this. This was this Monday? No, this was Tuesday's trade. And look at Tuesday's trade and then look at today's price action. It literally is almost the exact same. This is Tuesday's price action. Okay. Once again, open print, moving average cross, RBI, right? We got a GBI right there. That would have been a good short play. There's another great play, right? But Josh, how can I learn to actually pull the trigger confidently? Okay. Let's talk about it. Moving averages. What do they do for us? Okay. Moving averages serve a couple different purposes. Okay. The first purpose when it comes to a moving average is it cancels out the noise. Okay. Think about this. The market is extremely unstructured. There's price going up, there's price going down. What does the moving average do? It gives us a reference point. Okay. So whether you're using the 9, whether you're using the 5, whether you're using the 20, the moving average's purpose is to simplify what you're looking at. It's to remove the variables, right? When I used to work in the lab and we studied RF, radio frequency, for us to get proper measurements, we had to remove the variables, okay? If you want to understand how strong or effective or thorough something is, you got to remove the variables, right? So when you remove the variables in trading, that would be the noise, right? You remove the noise, you can better understand who's in control in the market and how strong they actually are. So that's purpose number 1. Moving averages, they remove the noise. Okay. Number 2 is they help you test the temperature of the market. Okay. So, temperature, we think hot or cold. I want you to think healthy and unhealthy. Okay. So if you are, going to cross a street, what do? You look both ways. Okay. That's testing the temperature. If you're going to be participating in the stock market, you have to look both ways. You have to understand what sort of market you're in. Is it chaotic? Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Is it structured? Is it unstructured? You have to be able to clearly identify, hey, I want to actually participate in this price action or I don't. Okay. So once again, moving averages remove the noise. They clarify, right, if it's healthy or unhealthy. And then number three, the most important part is they tell you when to get in and when to get out. That is the most important part of the moving average, in my opinion. Okay. Like anybody can, I got a gut feeling it's going to keep moving down. So let me get in. That's not the trader that's making money. Okay. That's the trader that's getting lucky today, losing tomorrow. The trader that's actually making money and he's focused and he's clear and he knows what he's looking at, he goes, if we can't close outside that moving average, I'm going to trade with the moving average. Okay. Let's talk about an example. Let me see here. What happened this day? Was it this day? Hold on. So all my content recently has been based off the 2-minute 20. Okay. The 2-minute 20. All right. This is a great example right here. Is such an effective tool. So let's talk about yesterday's trade before we get into today's trade. All right. So I'm going to pull up two charts. And this is going to be a blueprint of our strategy, how I like to trade it. I'm going to put the 5-minute time frame over here because yesterday we cracked the market. And it wasn't even like, and once again, it's repeatability that's going to get you to that confident level. Okay. So let's look at price action. All right. And once again, guys, let's just remind ourselves what our strategy is. All right. So our strategy consists of trading off a critical level. Why? Because this is where the banks are. Okay. We can't move the market. The banks do. So we got to watch the correct levels. Okay. That's step number one. Step number two is identify the moving average reference point or relationship. So in the past, I was preaching moving average cross, moving average cross. Well, we've upgraded. All right. It's much more than a moving average cross. Hold on. Computer's about to die. It's so much more than a moving average cross, guys, because yes, think about it. When the moving averages are crossing, that's giving you information. But when the moving averages are being respected, that's giving you information as well. So think about it. The moving average is a tool that gives you information. Okay. It helps you make better decisions. And ever since I started trading off moving averages, I stopped making those bad decisions that costed me my consistency, right? Because now if I'm not getting any play off the moving average, I'm just not going to trade. All right. So step number two is your moving averages. Step number three is your RBI or GBI. All right. This is once again, such a vital factor here. So when we look at this chart, we have a red bar that gets disrespected. Okay. This box becomes our area of value. It's an area of value because the opportunity that lies in this box will change your life. Okay. When I see this box, I know buyers are more dominant. There's trapped sellers in this box. So if price can come back to this box, it's probably going to rally. Josh, what do you mean trapped sellers? Look at this example. All right. Red bar ignored. This becomes an area of value. Price comes into this box. Check it out. Right here. Right here. Buyers take the market and this thing rallies. Okay. So once again, the area of value is another tool that we use to identify healthy opportunity. Okay. So if there's an area of value and there's a moving average reference point being respected, price is touching the moving average, it's respecting the moving average. Okay. These are levels we want to trade off of. This is where the money is. Okay. So let's now drop to the 2-minute time frame and get super analytical on the entry. All right. So if I go over to SPY alerts, I'll show you guys the alert that I sent out. This was today's trade. Just absolutely, and we're gonna dive into today's, right? This was today's trade right here. But let's go into yesterday's long at 10 o'clock a.m. I'm hopping in the market long. Okay. So once again, this is the 10 o'clock candle, this massive rally. Let's drop to that 2-minute. Okay. Let me make it a little bigger. Ready, guys? This is the life-changing motto that's going to change your life. If price can't close outside the 20, you trade with the 20. Okay? I know it's complicated. I know it's rocket sciences. But guys, if price cannot close outside the 20, what's that telling you? It's telling you something. Price can't close. Look at this. Ready? Hold on. Let me make it bigger. On this, price can't close outside the 20. Trade with the 20. Okay? And remember, the 5-minute RBI was right here. So this was the area of value, this box, because the RBI. So we A, spotted the RBI, B, spotted the healthy moving average reference point being the 20 EMA, and then price couldn't close outside the 20. 10 o'clock, we were in the market long, and we captured a fire move to the upside. Why is this important? Because come tomorrow, this is all the information you're going to get, okay? It's going to look like this tomorrow. And you need to be able to, right here, look at this. When you see this in front of you, you are going to be able to be like, I'm confident to put money on the line right here. Like, yeah, it's easy to look at the whole chart and be like, oh, of course I went long. Yeah, tell me the repeatable approach you had to get your ass into the market when you were supposed to. That's what I want to give you guys. That's what helped me become a way better trader. And I don't just want to give it to you guys. I want to show you it so that you can implement it. That's what high performance trader is all about. Okay. Because I realized until I believed in my strategy, I didn't believe in myself and I didn't make any money. And that's what this whole study, this whole year of collecting data is, so that when I see these setups, I can enter. I might be driving. I might be hanging out with my daughter. I might be doing it off my phone. But I know when I see this right here, I have a way higher chance of being right. And that's all I can do. Like, there's nothing else to look for. And it's so crazy because for the longest time, I wanted that certainty. I wanted it. I think all traders want it, obviously. Oh, I want all the confluences and the confirmation. Bro, that, like, confirmation, don't get me wrong. Don't just go completely retarded tomorrow because Josh said don't wait for confirmation. But all the stars are never going to align. And if they do, everyone else is seeing what you're doing and you're about to become liquidity. Okay? We need to have faith. We need to be like, guys, this strategy, when I see this 3-step, right? Open print, moving average, RBI, okay? I know, hey, right now, this is my king, right? I got pocket kings. Do pocket kings always win? No, but they do more often than not. So are you going to fold if you got pocket kings? No. You're going to play the hand. That's exactly what this strategy did for me. And now the 2-minute time frame has just made it even more effective, because now what we're doing on the 2-minute is like insane. And I owe it to my futures traders on my team, because I coach a lot of traders and a lot of them trade futures, and I never traded futures until a couple months ago. So I got into futures and I realized something. If you're trading futures, you really, to pass those challenges, you can't be risking a 5-minute candle. So what do? We modified the strategy with the 2-minute time frame. Okay. And it's not to say only use the 2-minute. It's not to say, like, trading's not that black and white, guys. Like, you use it's all about context. It's all about understanding what the banks are doing right here, right? They're the ones that are in control, not me and you. So we need to identify what they're doing. Josh, give me a tool to do that. I need to know what the banks are doing. Maybe I don't know what's going to happen. But the 2-minute 20 is being respected. I'm going to enter into the market. That's exactly what I did. Exactly what I did. If price can't close outside the 2-minute 20, trade with the 20. All right. I took a couple trades. Oh yeah, and then I took this trade right here too. Yesterday, but for the sake of time, and this trade right here. Look at this one. Blah! Price couldn't close outside the 20. Trade with the 20. Oh, and then I took that long. Okay, yeah, I took that. But enough about that day. Let's dive into today's price action because it was just once again just really cool, really blueprint. And if anybody wants a free mini course, wants to get involved with a team of individuals, wants 4 coaching sessions, check this out, guys. This is literally a phenomenal resource. Join our team for 12 months, $150, and learn the principles and the systems and the processes, get all the indicators, everything, right? And it's like you're actually a part of a team, right? Like my team, everybody on my team is becoming the absolute best versions of themselves. And that's what makes me most proud. All right. So let's talk about today here. It's all about becoming that confident trader. So let's look at today's price action. Today, we got a open print, moving average. Okay. And we got a green bar. Josh, what's going through your mind right here? Okay. So when I see something like this, I immediately go, Josh, it's looking bearish. We just fell down below previous day high. Okay. We're below end of day. Okay. And just I want to show you guys something. If I go to the pre-market plan right here, my bearish scenario, watching for sellers to take control of the 1 hour and build bearish structure off open print, PDH, and end of day. That was literally my pre-market plan. Bearish structure off open print, end of day, and previous day high, right? So once again, guys, I'm not Houdini. It's repeatability. I know what to look for. If I get bearish structure off end of day and previous day high, that context, that price action helps me better understand what the banks are doing. So now when I see this, I go, all right, these sellers just took control of the market. I need to find a way to get in this without risking a lot of money. Okay. And then we get this massive red candle leaving me high and dry. I did not enter short here because this green candle was way too long. All right. So did I just get frustrated, walk away, or chase? None of that. All right. I stayed patient. And if I go over to the Discord, I could show you guys where the alert took place. Let me see here. Okay. At 10:16 a.m., I'm calling out to the team. I'm in short. So we need to learn to study this because this right here, when I seen this, I had all the information I needed to be able to confidently take the market short right here. Okay. So once again, what about this chart is repeatable? What factors, what variables can we use tomorrow to make better decisions in the market? Ready, guys? Area of value. Okay. On this chart, we have 1 area of value, 2 area of value. Ready? Let me just point something else out here. I'll make it yellow. What's happening right here, guys? Price can't close outside the 20. Okay. Now we got an area of value right here. And guess what? We get another GBI. Where is it? Green bar ignored. So this is where we hopped in the market short. My stop loss went right here. Stop loss. Okay. So I'm risking here. Let's just be clear. 78. I'm risking about 40 cents here, 45 cents to play into 675.5. right? And then I go, okay, 67226 stop loss. This zone needs to hold. So now I drop down to the 2-minute time frame so you can see the area of value. I'm watching the 2-minute 20. Okay, I want to see this. Look at this. Look at how this 2-minute 20 holds right there. And now possibly one up here. Once again, I'm not worried about a pullback. I know what price needs to look like. I know as long as this level, guys, hands down, this green bar that was ignored, as long as this holds, I'm happy. Ah, my man. Serious. As long as this area of value holds, I'm good. I'm happy. Why? Why though? Because an area of value is a level. In this case, is where there's a lot of trapped buyers. If this level holds, it tells me that they weren't able to take the market back. The data tells me to. I took this thing short, booked the win here at 10:38. Okay. So this when we took profit. Smoke show. Once again, cool, but what can you take from this? Okay. Area of value. Moving average being respected. 20 being respected here. Okay. So area of value. Watch them like a hawk. Moving averages. Watch them like a hawk. If price can't close outside the 20, trade with the 20. And then if the area of value holds, find a way to get into the trade. All right. It's very important. And then I took another short play here. Really good trade, but I got to hop off. I got a massive headache. But guys, just so you guys know, oh, my bad. I didn't see this. Didn't have my A. I'll fix it. Is your open print a 5-minute, 15, or a 30? So I'm always using the 5-minute. But remember, your open print, no matter what candle you use, unless it's a 4-minute time frame or maybe 3-minute, open print is always 9:30. Okay. So just stay focused on it. I use the 5-minute until the area of value presents itself. Once the area, right? So let me go back. So if I'm watching open print, right? Let's go back to this day right here. Chart on the, well, here, I'll just go like this. All right, so here's the market. Open print is established right here. I get a green bar that's ignored on the 5-minute. So like, if I'm understanding your question correctly, I'm watching the 5-minute until the RBI or GBI presents itself. Once that happens, I drop down to the 2-minute. See, I like to filter out all the noise. If I just go into the market watching the 2-minute, it's a little too noisy for me. The 5-minute gives me a little more context. I'm constantly using the daily for my levels, the 1 hour, the 5-minute, and the 2-minute for precise entries. And once again, right? So I identify the GBI. So now I know this level right here is very important. This zone, the box around the RBI or GBI, the area, that is a very important level. And if we blew out of it, which we did, that zone is still important because this is this right here. Hold on. Oh, wrong candle. This is now a RBI, right? So now it's a red bar that gets ignored. So now I'm looking to play this retest right here, but we ended up getting in right here. So I hope that kind of helps you understand. I hope that answers your question. The key for me is watch the 5-minute until large money shows their hand. How do they show their hand? RBI, GBI. And then drop down to that 2-minute and get your butt in that trade as soon as the 2-minute 20 is respected. The reason why I love the 2-minute so damn much is because I could trade SPX contracts in risk less than $100 on some trades. Like SPX contracts are around $900 to $1,000 a contract. And I'm risking around 10% because when I'm trading off the 2-minute, my risk goes right outside that 20, right? It's high and tight. So now we're risking less money and we're getting better entries. So these are things we go over in like Trader Bootcamp and stuff like that. Community is important, and that's what we're all about at High Performance Trader. I traded for a long time, and I'm not sitting here saying I'm the best trader in the world. I'm not, but we got a system that works really good, and we got a phenomenal team that knows how to trade it. And we're building a very strong, effective team. So yeah, check the things out. Mini course, all that. I appreciate you guys coming. I love these trade recaps. Key takeaway, 5-minute area of value, which are RBI, GBI. Play the 2-minute 20. Before I hop off, just want to show you guys just like a couple more examples. Like right here. Hold on, where is it? Boom. Right? This was a short play earlier, right? Why? Because price couldn't close outside the 20. Like, I know it sounds so dumb simple, but it is dumb simple. And it's supposed to be dumb simple. Because if it's not, I'm not going to be able to repeat it. Right? Like, all those complex, like, look, so this was our entry here. Okay? 2-minute 20 was respected here. Hopped in short, 3 contracts. I'm risking less than 150 a contract here to make, this is like a 1 to 3R or whatever they want to say or call, right? And now if I wasn't trading off the 20, I'd have fumbled that entry. I would have wanted more confirmation. Let me ask you guys, obviously you can't really answer, but genuinely ask yourself, if I had a bad day today, was it A, my strategy? And for you to say it's your strategy, that means you traded it perfect. You didn't hesitate. You executed flawlessly. You had absolutely no issues with pulling the trigger. Is it your strategy? If so, what sort of changes do you need to make, right? Or B, was it your ability to confidently get into the trade? I don't know about you guys, but me, my biggest issues came from not trusting myself or the strategy. Now, if you feel that way, congrats. You have a rational mind. Of course we don't trust the market. We've been burnt. Right? But Josh, what do you mean? What are you talking about? You're talking about being a confident trader. Now you're saying, if I'm not confident, it's because I'm right. What are you talking about? You have to learn to use your tools. If I put you in the middle of a field tomorrow and said, build a house, right? You'd be like, dude, okay, what are you talking about? Versus if I put you in the middle of a field and I gave you tools, I gave you material, I gave you education, I gave you awareness, I gave you a skill set and the mindset to do it, your confidence would be a lot higher, would it not? That's what we're trying to do over here. Moving averages, areas of value, critical levels, pit numbers. These are our tools. So when I see, it's so crazy, guys, like all what I'm looking for the same thing every single day, right? It's nothing crazy. I'm literally looking for price to respect the moving average. That's my reason for getting into a position, right? If price goes up into the moving average and then can't close outside the moving average, we trade with moving average. So let me just show you a couple of them examples here before we head off. So over here or in the Discord, I get very detailed with the trades, right? Like this was yesterday's notes, okay? Green bar getting ignored, okay? Retest, candles closing above the 20. And then long entry as soon as candle closes, respecting the 20, okay? Keeping the risk high and tight. All right, Josh, I need more examples of area of value. Okay. This right here, oh God, is a red bar. You guys see this red bar right here? Now look at this candle after it. It went higher than the previous candle. Okay, so it disrespected it. We don't just get in because my risk, I can't cover a pullback to the bottom of this area of value. And that might happen. That like that can happen and price can continue up, right? So I want to get into the trade where I'm not vulnerable. I want to get into the trade where I can confidently know if price breaks outside that area of value, I can A, afford it, and B, the structure is intact, okay? So now go over to the 2-minute. That was our entry right there. Could not close outside 2-minute 20 while we're testing area of value. That's exactly where I'm getting into the market. Once the candle closes, so that'd be like right here. Long entry, stop loss right here. I am risking 20 cents. That's a 20-cent risk. 20 cents. I don't care if you trade SPX. I don't care if you trade NASDAQ, right? Like 20-cent risk on SPY. SPX, that's going to cost me less than $100 a contract. 10%. Because I know and understand if the moving average is respected right here and then gets disrespected right here, I don't want to be in the trade. So you see how we use the moving average to better understand the conditions of the market. Is it healthy? Is it unhealthy? Okay. If it respected the 20, that's telling me there's a high chance of a continuation. If it loses the respect at the 20 and it closes outside, I now know buyers weren't as strong as I thought. Abort, I'm getting out of the trade. I don't have to risk any more than that. So now we're getting in better entries with way better risk. All right. Oh man, look at this one. Look at this one. So price right here. Okay. Once again, what's the strategy? Open print, moving average cross. Don't need a cross, but you need the RBI or the GBI. This is a green candle that got disrespected. So once I see this, I drop down to the 2-minute time frame. Okay. And then once this candle can't close, I'm entering in short and my stop goes here. This trade, we're risking about 25 cents. And now ready? Here's the kicker. What's this, guys? A retest of the area of value. Another retest of the area of value. This isn't like something I made up. This is something that's always been there, right? It's just we weren't really aware of it, or maybe we didn't have the proper verbiage to define it. So I love it. It's really been serving me very well. I hope this video helps and speaks to you. I hope it helps you become more a trader that can better understand what he's looking at. And, I'm just very thankful. This has been a really good month, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started, guys. It's going to be a phenomenal month, phenomenal year. All the HPT veterans and members on here, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Everybody, I love all you. Trading's not easy. It's you against you. It's me against me every single day. That's why I had to simplify the process a lot. Okay. I had to simplify it, dumb it down. And if price can't close outside that 20, trade with that 20. Okay. We're trading live tomorrow on YouTube. Make sure you're a part of it. Because this week is, I'm just really excited. And for anybody that's looking to take advantage of what we're offering, check out those links below. We got a phenomenal team. Get that free mini course. Stay focused. Stay blessed. I love you guys.